It's called the Gratitudeology podcast.
In the first episode, Joan joins to discuss Jamie's path to sobriety and success, and they are here to tell us all about it. Ladies, good to see you.
Great to see you guys.
Oh, my gosh. So Gratitudeology, what is that?
You know, I had started my Instagram account, NYC FitFam, and I was like a fitness influencer. And then I realized it's not just working your muscles, it is working your mindset. And people are stuck, they have anxiety. I believe an attitude of gratitude is the heartbeat of happiness. And I learned that through my kind of comeback story. So I work on it every single day. It is a practice, and that's what I'm trying to pay forward.
And talking about your comeback story, the conversation you two have is really kind of the first time you've delved into some of your darkest years. Did you expect to get into the things you talked about?
I thought that it might be coming, but we hadn't had the conversation in, 20 years or more?
20 years. We had not had this closure.
It was like the elephant in the room, but we had never really discussed it.
Why?
I don't know. I guess because she turned her life around and she had such amazing success. By the way, she was successful as a kid, like a international equestrian jumper, and which is why it took me so long to go in there and grab her by the neck and take her out and say, you're going to go away and you're going to get help.
You know, for a lot of families who are watching or listening right now who have either struggled with addiction or love someone who is struggling with addiction, what would be your advice to them?
So my advice is to speak it out loud. We are only as sick as our secrets, right? And walking through the fear of doing something, like calling, like I picked up the phone literally, and I shared this in the first episode of the podcast where she was my guest. I picked up the phone 50, maybe 60 times to call her and gotten through the first 3 numbers and then chickened out. If you can just get it out and have somebody help you walk over those hot coals to the other side, it's much better than sitting in the fear.
And Joan, for you, it's been almost 10 years since you shared your breast cancer diagnosis.
Right here.
Yeah, right here on the Today Show. And on the podcast, you reveal that in a way, this diagnosis was a gift. How so?
Because my dad was a cancer surgeon. I always thought I'd grow up to be a doctor like him. And maybe it was always a little regret in the, like I should have done that. But I got into broadcasting where we can disseminate health information. But I got this gift dropped in my lap and I said, I can go out and learn everything I can possibly learn about breast cancer, take a camera into every single appointment I go on, and maybe I can have like a significant impact on women's health. And it turned out that I did. In that moment, I changed myself from a victim into an advocate. And just personally, that made that cancer battle so much easier to go through. I wasn't that victim. And now when I hear just day after day on Facebook or wherever, like, you took the scary out of it for me. And so it made it all definitely worthwhile. If that's what I'm known for alone, if that's it, that would be okay.
I think in each of your own ways, your message of make your mess your message is such a key statement. What do you mean when you say that?
It's so important. I believe in being grateful for all the parts of me, right? And I'm not ashamed of where I was. I want to give her a hug, that version of me, but it's okay. I was doing the best I could with what I had. Now, today, sharing and really being honest about those parts. And I think people want that these days, a less varnished story. So being able to share with that vulnerability is really how we move other people and inspire them. What she just told you about that message of gratitude, how many people could that help this morning going through their own dark time?
Absolutely.
This is great.
Well, thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Good to
And I
see
just
you
want to say, if people want to listen to the podcast at home, they can text the word gratitude to 33777. I'm so proud of it, and I hope it helps people.
There you go.
It's
Joan,
so great.
Jamie,
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.